Hi, I'm Albie from Keller Williams, Las Vegas. I'm here to give you a market update for the month of March 2025. All right, I always start this out. Is like, let's talk about interest rates. So interest rates, let me just show you what it looks like. Just like the stock market, up and down, all over the place. So today, as of the recording, we're at 6.92. We had popped up as high as 7 and some change, and we've been low as in 6 and some change on the lower end. So right now it is 6.92, and that's where we are today. All right, let's talk about what you really want to know about is what is the median price of a house in Las Vegas? So the median price of a house in Las Vegas is $486,000. I'm like, all right, what does that compare to last month? What was that compared to last year? So let's talk about those numbers too. So last month we're at 490,000. So it had a 4,000 price drop. Oh, is the market crashing? It is not. So it's fluctuation in between. You know, it wasn't a big move, and we've been flat for the last 6 months. It's been oscillating between 480 to 490,000. It's just been moving in between there. So 486. So it's good. As long as we're not losing tremendous value, I think we're really good there. Versus last year, what does that number look like? So last year we were at 470. So all right, what is that in real numbers there? So that is 3.29% increase. So that's pretty good appreciation. A little lower than I like to see. For other areas in the country, 3.25 is good. But in Vegas, we like to see that 5 to 7.5, 8%. That is good growth. But you know, let's not just take a look at where we are with that. Is what about units sold? So units sold, we have 2,026. That's a good amount of units sold. Lower than when we had back in the previous years, but it's still within reason because we did outsell more than last year, which was 1,980. And then, all right. So the market is stable, and we've been flat. We'll see where the market goes in the next couple of months. We do have some external factors. We call them tariffs. We'll call them that. So we'll see where the market goes from that. I think it's probably going to really help out the resale market versus the new home market, because if there's some tariffs in the new home market where those values could go up even 10, 15, 20%, it'll make those resale values go up a little bit more because people will be trending to go to a resale home. Let's start talking about different areas of Las Vegas. We'll start with my favorite, Summerlin, which is a master plan community on the west side of Las Vegas, also where I live, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So that median price, take a quick guess. That guess is going to be wrong. That median price is $448,000. That is astronomical. If you take a look at from last month, I'm like, oh, where's that number at? $808,000. So that's a pretty big increase from last month to this month. And I'm like, all right, well, what does that number look like from last year, right? Because maybe it's just, you know, those are what just the numbers are. No, the numbers from last year, the median price was $740,000. That is a 12.75% increase. That is a big number. Is it in reason? It's in that tail end of being reason? Because if you get into that 15 to 20% like we had during the pandemic, that becomes unsustainable. And apparently, if you look at the market, it was unsustainable for like 3-4 months, and then we shot back up. So those are pretty big numbers. So those are the highest that Summerlin have seen. And then, all right, maybe that sample pool wasn't big enough. Well, no, there was 114 homes sold last month. I'm like, all right, what about the previous month? I'm like, 121 homes sold for the previous year. And all right, we'd look at it. Okay, well, maybe what is that? Because that seems really far off from the median price of Las Vegas. I'm like, you're absolutely correct. That median price in Vegas is 486, and we're at 448. I don't know, do the math there. That's 400 grand. That's almost double. What is that real number? That number is 43% difference. So basically, if you get a median price house in the whole part of Las Vegas, you're looking at 486. You take theoretically that same exact house, which the median price, the size is going to be different too, in Summerlin, and that's going to be $848,000. That's a big number difference. So sometimes we do see clients that say, hey, you know, quit trying to upsell us in Summerlin. I'm like, no, those are just the prices in Summerlin. You could be in the Summerlin bleed, and I'll do a video what I call the Summerlin bleed, where You don't technically are inside the boundaries of Summerlin, but you're nearby and you get all the benefits of it too, because that's where all the shopping is as well, and and be able to be close enough if you want to go to some of the parks. All right, but that's enough about the Summerlin in general. Let's talk about my zip code of 89138. That is 883,000. Like, holy moly, that's a lot. I don't know why I just used that word, but that is a lot because my eyes are just real like, wow. And you take a look at that versus last month was 885, which was a difference of just a couple of dollars. So that really isn't a difference. We're going to call that flat. Versus last year, you're at 796,000. So that's a 10% appreciation, which is really good. It's really good for me. I thoroughly enjoyed. So that is a 10% appreciation. So not a lot of houses sold last month at 38. The previous year was 47. What is that difference between the median price of Las Vegas versus 89138? You're looking at right at 45% difference. So it costs you 45% more to be in 89138. I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'll just use 8935, right? 89135. You would think those numbers are going to be a little bit bigger because you do have the Summit, you have Ascension in there, and then you also have the Ridges. Those are really big ones, but they also have some smaller houses in there too. So that median price brings that down a little bit there. So that median price is 830,000 versus last year. That's an increase of a negative 0.24% because the median price was just a couple of dollars more. So that was 832. And that sample size isn't that big, so it could be a couple of houses have sold slightly less than that, and that would have moved the median price. But as a whole, at least that gives you a good understanding of where that median price is for 89135. All right, we talk about Henderson. Everybody loves Henderson. I love Henderson. Not gonna lie, Henderson has probably one of the best food outside of the Las Vegas Strip. Technically, it'd be one of the main reasons why I would move to Henderson, because they got really good food. A lot of boutique stuff in their side too. Maybe I'll throw some videos in there, some food from Henderson. So, all right, the median price is $535,000. I'm like, all right, that's not that far off from Las Vegas. I'm like, you're absolutely correct. It's only a little bit of the difference between from the Vegas median price and the Henderson median price, and you're looking at about a 10% difference, which that's close enough because you could get a smaller house and still hit that median price in Henderson. Versus last year, so that was a $520,000 median price from last year. So it's gone up 15 grand, which is okay, but it's still only 2.8%, which is not a big growth. Like I said before, you do want to see that growth in that 4 to 5 to 6 to 7%, not at that small amount. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see what that looks like next year. Next month, I meant, and we'll see where that goes. But there was 434 homes sold last month. Previous year, we had 431. So it's staying consistent on the amount of homes that are being moved. So that is really good too. So, and then we get to one of my favorite areas of North Las Vegas, because North Las Vegas is priced right. As in, you can get a lot of house for the price if you want to be in the Las Vegas metro area, because that median price is $435,000. That's $100,000 less than the median price of Henderson. So that is good. Compared to last year, that is going to be $423,000. So it also only went up 2.76%. And then the difference between the price of North Las Vegas and Las Vegas, that's about 12% difference. So you're getting a 12% discount on the median price of Las Vegas just by being in the North Las Vegas city limits. So that's really good. So case in point, I just sold a 1900 single-story home. It was three bedrooms or 4 bedrooms, 3-car garage, and it sold for $485,000. And a single story, and it was a big lot, and you get a good value out of that. That same house in Summerlin would have probably been with an 8 in the front, and that's the main difference there. So just a little food for thought for you guys. All right, and then I always got to bring in now the Southwest, because people have been always asking, like, hey, is that where all the super rich are living now? And I'm like, I don't see the numbers. The number doesn't make sense for the super rich. So the median price for the Southwest is $542,000. That is just slightly higher than Henderson. And then versus last year of $524,000. So that's about a 3.3% increase year over year. How many houses were sold there? 276 houses were sold versus last year, 232. And compared to the value of Las Vegas to the Southwest, you're looking at a 10% difference in pricing. So that's still really good. I like the Southwest. I thoroughly enjoy going to Durango Station, where I actually just go for the food for some odd reason. That's why I have to work out every day, because I do eat a lot. So anyway, any questions, concerns? If you don't like my numbers, but those are the numbers. People don't like numbers for some odd reason. Shoot me a DM, comment if you want, and let me know if you want me to add your community to my next video. And once again, thank you so much. Subscribe, hit the like, wherever we're on there. We'll see what we can do. We'll see you till next month, all right?